Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have got Laventus here in the pink color, playing as the Dark Elves, and on the other side, playing as the Teal Orcs. This is Galactic. Welcome to Jungle Crossroads. This is the third qualifier of the Metaplays Paragon's Return Pro League. And that's also the last qualifier. We're just gonna go forward. Anyways, these guys are fighting for a $500 prize pool, but first they need to qualify. Which is gonna be the next tournament coming after this. The top 8 of the league will be able to take part. This is already a semifinals. Got a Goblin Warlock on the other side. It's gonna go up against the Reaper. Jungle Crossroads historically has been one of those maps that is super nice for orcs. They definitely benefit from the high sector count. It's very easy for them to expand. The Dark Elves expansion has been actually nerfed a little bit in the eventual balance patch mod, which this tournament is on.
Look at that, boys. We're in for some fun.
As for the orcs, they've actually received a small buff where if they're in an enemy sector, their attacks are higher for all their units. Spectre trying to go for the Goblin Warlock, but that Spectre is definitely gonna go down with the poison. Very unfortunate. Super easy to kill her, with this hero especially. Oh! Laventus gets the Dark Ensign. And he'll definitely be winning the flag fight. So yeah, Galactic has to turn around. I think it was a little ambitious to try to grab this sector. It's very important to go upwards. Also, you might have noticed that unlike in previous tournaments, or well, except for the last one, the difference is that these guys are having a cross spawn. Rather than the orc spawning down here, it's up here, so there's a lot more space. Which plays into the orc strengths, normally. They'll have a lot more opportunities for expansion. But, with Laventus doing such a good job, it looks like he's staying ahead of the game. And boxing Galactic in thus far. Well done to Laventus for sure, but can he actually hold this many sectors? It's not as easy for the Dark Elves to upgrade them. And he still gets a very similar economy out of it. So the Dark Elves usually end up being quite defensive until the late game, with a little bit of harassment early on being possible. The flag fights definitely go in the Dark Elves' favor. And there's a phase, I guess, where the Mass Infiltrator is very strong. But for now, it looks like this Goblin Warlock able to deny quite a bit of XP, making it to level 4 first, and probably also level 5 eventually. Of the undead are actually dead now. Best thing Laventus can do is stand on this Dark Ensign spot with all the undead. Galactic trying to push them away, but it is Laventus that gets the flag in the end. Wow. So now all the Goblin Warlock can do is pull these Revenants into the base or go for some somewhat suicidal worker harassment. But infiltrators are already being made by our Dark Elves, and in fact the teleportation from the Reaper. Make sure that he can pick up the gold that he left behind in the early game. Fantastic work by Laventus. This is some really high level stuff. You have to respect the man for his skills. Oh, he dodged the chain lightning as well with the bell. Well done. Well freaking done. Awesome work. But here come the Scoundrel, and they're certainly going to be able to take down the Dark Ensigns. Especially these two. So exposed right now. And if the Orcs take those over, they almost certainly build it. Dark Elves don't have any units early game. Right? We're talking about 20 population versus 3 already. It's 6 now. And his Goblin is wasting a lot of time. Galactic, it's time to go. You got the gobos. Take down those flags before they get built. Okay, Gobbo is back out. He's gonna be going for the warriors first. Which is gonna give Laventus some time to actually develop his bases more. Doesn't have a lot of money right this second. It's actually trying to upgrade this one. Which also makes sense. You kind of need those fortified outposts. Or frontier posts. While you're in tier 1. Get some more worker efficiency. Every single of these hunting cabin bases can support an extra Hall of Pain, and then you got a full hunting cabin that way. Okay, we got drummers. That's gonna raise the attacks of the scoundrel from 25 to 32. Very big deal. And also, when they're beating their drum, a little bit of healing comes through. You can see those little burst heals. Laventus now looking for something new. He hasn't killed any skeleton camps yet. And here goes Galactic. I think he'll be able to take down each scouting post before losing a single scoundrel. The healing from the healing totem is pretty potent. And then he's also got the drummer helping out. With both healing and damage. Okay, the Archivs are going to try to come back, but without level 5 this is going to be a really tough cookie. Laventus doesn't even have the resources to upgrade the scouting post. He's not going to attempt tier 2 or anything like that. How many Halls of Pain does he have? Just the 2. Okay, let's watch this fight then. It'll be really tough. The infiltrators kind of get countered by the scoundrel to a degree, especially with all these empowers coming through. They have 2 on them now. Wow. Yeah, they're just going down along with the scouting post. I'm not sure that there's much that Laventus can do about this. His next sectors will decide everything. Can he get at least some figment of efficiency there? No semblance of it whatsoever right now. The Scoundrel are kind of winning. Some of them died, but that's a sacrifice Galactic is willing to make. Laventus is trying so hard to get some damage on that Goblin Warlock, but he's tanky enough to hold this. And he's healing himself. He's got potions still, I'm sure. 6 potions are left. Doesn't have any fancy armor or anything like that, but doesn't need it either. And this is now clan standard upgrading, and it will upgrade, believe you me. We've got Goblin Pastorers, unfreaking believable. We have Goblin Pastorers in the game. They're doing 28 damage when they're buffed up by the drummers, but let's see what they do when they're in the enemy sector. That's when it really comes together. We're about to see it. Laventus is still very far away from level 5. Okay, goes up all the way to 30 pierce damage. My goodness. That's 2 of them are gonna be worth an infiltrator and more. And what's their range again? It's 85 versus 110. So that's the only thing the infiltrators have against these. Frontier post is definitely getting weak. I think it will go down despite repeated attempts of Laventus firebombing these scoundrel down. He's got a few of them already, but is that going to be enough? It looks like absolutely not. The infiltrators are just wrecked. Galactic destroyed Laventus here. That wasn't even close. Without the fast level 5 build, I think there's no hope of stopping this at all. I will say Laventus tried to go too wide. Maybe he can adjust to this in the next game, pick a smaller map as the losing player picks the next one. Let's see what he can do. We are here at game 2. Galactic is gonna be orcs again. It's gonna be teal again. On the other side, in the pink, we've got the humans. Laventus controlling them, and they're pink. Nice. Pure wood for the early game. So there's not gonna be any early infantrymen or anything like that. Oh, almost got the kill on that Warg Rider. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? One more second of that tick from the burning, and he would have died. Might still go down to these cutthroats if Galactic's not careful. Oh man, he's gonna lose it. Ah, brutal. Yeah, that's the risk you run, I guess, trying to run through the Revenant sector for sure. We have both players securing the Godstones. Nothing abnormal here. Very rarely people will go this longer route and still get their flag, but we don't see it very often. Completely normal build from both players.
Too much standing around.
I just like a little bit of food for the humans early, but it's not necessarily required. Because right now, what are you gonna do with that wood? Is it gonna be... You can't upgrade the second sector with this. It'll be ages until there's food. But yeah, Royal Mage. Laventus seems to like it. I like it too. Could get used to this. Not always seeing the Wolfguard commander is definitely a treat to me.
Fair enough. Let's make this right.
And obviously Laventus did a great job teleporting back. Ooh, he's gonna weaken this Goblin Warlock severely with Galactic having to chug potions. And what Laventus does is he just garrisons his workers and he's gonna be good to go. Only losing one worker? Or two? That's very acceptable. And Laventus can teleport back and still contest this creep camp. Oh my. Galactic is actually in a little bit of trouble here. This Royal Mage can definitely punish a weak Goblin Warlock, who doesn't have any health potions left. Just pick the one from the Archer. That was very urgent to do. And the best news for Galactic out of all of this is that he got a little bit of the XP. Oh my god, he got the kill. Wow. Well done, Laventus. Gets quite a bit of XP from this. He says it's impa. Ooh, brutal, man. Brutal. A little advantage then for Laventus. This comes back pretty quick and the XP isn't that much, I guess, but I mean, this was enough time for Laventus to come back here and to get working on the center sectors. Galactic is going to go to the shop, which means the other iron sector will also be belonging to Laventus, and then our pink boy can really get started on XP, working towards that level 5 and all that. Interesting spot for the barracks, definitely very risky on your more exposed sectors. But yeah, here come the scoundrel. And that should be something that the Goblin Warlock can definitely use to take on the Revenants with. A lot more coming. Royal Mage still kinda on his lonesome. Laventus hasn't made any units all game. I would like to see some infantrymen by now though. Well, it's a good thing that he's gonna have a double barracks at least, and soon I assume a quad barracks. Trying to keep the scoundrel alive as much as he can, but no pullback micro, which means a lot of them will die. could have been useful later. Oh, no chain lightning bounce. That's annoying. So Galactic has a lot of resources all of a sudden. I'm sure the scoundrel spam is commencing really hard right now. We've got the war pit up. And call off the pack is something that he can afford right now. So we might see it shortly. Getting the extra iron sector as well going is very nice. He's happy with his level 3. He doesn't need to rush levels with the Goblin Warlock as things are. Can just go for the sectors if he can destroy the... Oh, what? Okay, I guess he didn't want to commit too hard for that. Instead, getting more sectors for the orcs. This is an iron sector that he can claim. That's valuable for sure. Problem is, Laventus is gonna work towards level 5, and well, he's gonna get level 6, I think, from the Wyvern if he goes for that. Items for now. And that's only a handful of infantrymen. They can kind of take it. Royal Mage, however, a pretty good counter to the Scoundrel with the icicles. The wrong Scoundrel are in fact getting the healing as of right now. And several of them will definitely go down. Galactic is going to have to pay for this. That won't be a cheap takedown of the Frontier Outpost. But I do believe it will go down. Oh man, these human outposts are not weak. They are 7,000 health. It's not quite the same as with the Dark Elves. Definitely very difficult to take down. Chain lightnings are being quite effective against the infantryman. Laventus does recognize he needs to leave, but he killed so many Scoundrel. I think this might be okay for him. Galactic still pumping really hard though. 48 population at the moment, and the drummers are coming out, so the next base will be a lot easier to take down. This one goes down. That's a good one. We got Pestilers. Oh, you've gone the wrong way here. One of them will die. Alright. Galactic's just pumping units, man. He's just pumping units. At some point he'll have to get all the frontier outposts that he can to be able to keep up with the population limits. Laventus daring to go for the Wyvern. By the way, he's got himself his auras this time, which we haven't seen much before. Let's keep this fight on the screen. We've got both Fire Might and Ice Might, so units around the Royal Mage will be weakened and enfeebled. Lower attack and resistances. Kind of wish that he also had Fire Nova then. The Hailstorm is fairly easily dodged, as you can see. Fire Nova, though, is something that can do a lot more damage if it hits. Which it should do in this kind of area. It sets everyone on fire, too. I think Laventus has enough to defend, though, at 49 population. Considering that he's going up against essentially what are trash units. He's pumping from 4 barracks non-stop. He's done what he needed to do. Just needs to be very careful to not lose the units. Because if Galactic can get to a higher population count, that's going to be a problem, actually. There's 2 more scouting posts to upgrade as well. We're at 114 pop. Oh man, the Storm Wyvern has been pulled down. If he does a Chain Lightning and Laventus doesn't dodge, Could be a disaster. Oh no. Actually, only one infantryman dies? That's very acceptable. Okay, 2 of them died. 3 of them in the grass. But with Laventus being now level 5, he'll be able to get himself Starfall and absorb the elements. Quickly going home for shopping. He wants something, I guess the armor, but he won't be able to afford it. Buying potions and orbs. That's a good idea. He's tier 2 as well. Frontier Outpost already under attack though, so this Royal Mage can't arrive soon enough. He's not gotten his level 5 fix yet. Okay, there it is. And he's teleported. Ooh, that's a great meteor, deleting several scoundrel. But does he have what it takes? Even with the fire orbs, even with the icicles, it doesn't look like Galactic is dropping too much population after the meteor. In fact, it's Laventus that's struggling to keep his units alive. These are really weak infantrymen. Kills the gobbo, which is good. And Galactic is now at a very manageable population count. So, you know what? If Laventus can rebuild in time before the next attack wave comes, they should be okay. Going tier 2 though, and the orcs have a lot more where that came from. They have 120 food in the bank and more. So, War Riders are definitely coming. But with the level 6 Royal Mage, Laventus might be able to just siege this down. You see how much damage that meteor did. The Orc Frontier posts are only 5,000 health, so this is relatively easy to take down. Nice Fire Orb in the middle of all those Scoundrel, by the way, and Pesserus. And we've got the Icicles level 2 as well. Sadly, you use Absorb the Elements after, so it doesn't do quite as much. But still, 27% slow on this thing. If he gets to cast it again during the Absorb the Elements, that is. It looks like the humans are gaining another sector. We've got Iron Mines coming up for the orcs, but that will take some time to really kick in for the economy. It's just 2 iron bases. It's nothing crazy. Okay, so the orcs can do a lot with that, but now they don't have a high population ceiling. Laventus is definitely playing super well. He's getting his own iron mines. And when you have fortified human outposts, those can definitely make a lot happen. Meteor completely misses thanks to a good split from Galactic. We got the Icicles coming in. But actually they're fully dodged. But Laventus manages to keep the base for now. That's what matters. Still going on with the quad pump, but these barracks are working at half efficiency. Very important for Laventus to upgrade this, as well as this to hold it. Galactic run out of potions. Yes, he did. He has 4,000 gold, however, so it won't be an issue. He's getting all of them and the garment. Does need some armor, fair enough. Meteor is gonna smash the iron mines. They don't have much health at all, so it's pretty easy to do this. Once again, it's not the quite right order for the cast. And the Icicles weren't at their full effect, but still, with Galactic having set through it, it's enough. It's gonna do the trick, and with the Goblin gone again, it looks like Laventus has done it. That's a massive amount of kills right there. And all he needs to do is repopulate once more. It's barely any iron income for the orcs. So no doubt the first hunters are gonna come soon. That's gonna be a lot harder to fight against. But if there's enough Arbalists, you can take them down one by one. Meteors coming in, that will destroy both iron mines. Not all resources are lost, but still, it's damaging. The humans just continue pushing the orcs back in this one. 21% slow. Level 7 for Laventus. I'd really like to see Fire Nova. But I don't think he'll go for it. How many barracks does he have right now? Oh my goodness. He's got 7 barracks. Hunters are getting focus fired very nicely. Next meteor gets dodged. Good job by Galactic, but he doesn't really have anything to counter this size army of the humans. Okay, actually he just pumped out a wave of 5 hunters. That should hold it. He's got more than that actually. He's got a level 5 Goblin Warlock. So all of a sudden that Chain Lightning will be able to bounce 8 targets, and he's got the full Wheel of Totemic Might, which means that there'll be regenerating units when they're near a totem. But with Laventus having established himself so well, this might all be okay. Stone Wyvern is getting hit a little bit, but the upgrades for the infantrymen are in. 900 health for these boys now, with much more attacks. Warhammers and shields both done. For the orcs, we're just not seeing a whole lot yet. It's base units. The meteor didn't do a whole lot, but the icicles sure are. Oh my, look at that. It's only 21% slowing. Is that the case? Yeah, it's 21% only. Even with the absorb the elements, apparently. That can't be right. No, he didn't have absorb the elements on. Yeah, see, he always does it the other way. Which means that... Oh, actually, it does work. The shield goes up to 29%. Doesn't matter. That's interesting to know. Taking down so many of those scoundrels. Oh my goodness. The meteor won't be landing this time on the units as Galactic splits out, but he lost almost everything already. So I'm not sure it really matters. With all these arbalists around and backup from catapults, you'll be able to siege just fortified outposts. And I don't think Galactic has what it takes now to counter it. Laventus is ahead in population finally, so I think this next attack will also be the last. Level 8 on the Royal Mage now. Full Wheel of Arcane Force. Iron mining has essentially stopped, at least in this sector. I don't even know where Galactic is. He's gonna try to teleport in here, but with all those arbalists, his hero will just get deleted. The meteor lands on the base, and that's gonna be it. GG is called. So the current score is now 1-1. And we're gonna go into a decider game. Game 3 is on. Galactic is gonna be playing the orcs, you guessed it. On the other side, we've got Laventus on Fortress Stoneguard playing elves. That could go pretty well. There's a lot of iron here, and with cross spawn, elves have actually enough time to establish themselves, I would say. The druid is going to be a fantastic pick as well, as there's a lot of experience around with all the creeps. You've got tons of bandits, you got bears, you got wyverns, you got 4 wyverns actually. 4 bears as well, and you got the Tempest Golem here in the middle, in the actual fortress, so never lacking any of that stuff. And it's just gonna be the Goblin Warlock again. He doesn't have that amazing of a late game, So Galactic is kind of gonna be on the timer. Let's see if he can make his goblin place work. But it won't be terribly easy. If Laventus doesn't have any early game units, then I could definitely see orcs working out pretty well. But if he has to go up against mass protectors, it's gonna be super tough. So let's see what Laventus does anyway. Very normal build with triple wood. Yeah, this cross spawn thing is interesting, right?
We will be swift.
You normally have both players up here. Building bugs, save me. Oh no. Yeah, it's a quite nasty bug that can happen. Elves are imba, confirmed. These guys can't make up their minds. So yeah, everyone's just picking their bottom side of the map up. No problem. Oh, is that gonna be a Shrine of Growth level 2? Nah, probably not. Okay, here comes the Guardian, trying to take down the clan standard. It won't happen. At least it's gathering information. Laventus now knows where Galactic is. A little bit ahead in the flag grabbing game. Actually, quite a bit ahead. That's a lot more sectors, but it doesn't matter so much for the elves as their bases are super expensive, so it's difficult for them to upgrade them. Finds no stone. Looks for wood instead. There are 4 workers up there. So good one to hit. And the Pathfinder has been going to town the whole time. Still no health upgrades for Galactic workers. Is he going to teleport back or just look for the counter damage? It looks like he's happy with the counter damage for now. Number mill will probably go down, but one of the changes of the eventual balance patch actually is that Psychokinetic Blast can no longer be targeting buildings. That said, Galactic on the other side has picked up a handful of guard totems, so one of these buildings will be definitely destroyed. That said, the woodcutters of elves are insanely strong, 2500 health. Very difficult to harass. Will this even be enough? Oh my goodness, I think it can be healed. It's actually bonkers. The elves might be a little bit unharassable here. Oh, they're belled. They're belled. And the wood's missing. Needs to be unbelled. Oh wait, there's more guard totems coming. It's guaranteeing the kill. But that was expensive. Definitely expensive. Well, the archer, he just doesn't have what it takes at this point. Obliterate is the only way to hit the buildings over there. There are starting to be enough scoundrel as well to start thinking about creeping a little. Going for the Dire Bear. Seems like a good choice. Just go for the next one directly after with a Godstone. And this harass isn't all that painful, although I would like to see the lumber mills, at least one of them, getting recycled. Since the Archer can't destroy it anyway. Oh well, he can, I guess. Just about managing to now, but he's been on level 2 this whole time. Now we have level 4 for the Goblin Warlock. Let's take a look at that skill tree. Everything's pretty standard. He just went for Totemic Might, which is also as expected, I suppose. But yeah, going for a level 5 from here and attacking with regenerating goblins, as long as they're in the aura of totems, that could be really strong, for sure. Good harassment from Laventus for sure. He's still at level 2 only. These 2 Avon Banners, I think, are definitely not gonna make it. And then suddenly Laventus only has 6 flags. With very little cash in the bank. Kind of time for Galactic to upgrade some of the scouting posts. Or even just the flags alone would be actually quite meaningful. See, right now is population block. These units are not coming out. Nice one. Oof. It's a good little choke point for the Archdruid, but looks like he gets pushed back for now. Definitely can use the Warg Riders to pick off the weak remaining units along with the Goblin Warlock skills, of course. Yeah, there it goes. One of the Guardians definitely toast. It's 2 of them now. I'm not sure Laventus will be able to upgrade this in time. It's coming up, but he doesn't have the stone. Oh man, 4 stone is missing. It won't finish. 2 stone missing. Oh, it's too much. He'll get destroyed. A lot of Scoundrel paid with their lives for this though. Can Galactic make a comeback happen from here? If he loses another sector or 2, it's gonna be tough. Whoa, the splash damages are working so well. Scoundrel are dying again. He just killed 4 more on their way out there. That's pretty nice. Oh, they're running through fire. Gotta be really careful. More Scoundrel are dying. The Otto's still pretty far away from level 4, however. And he doesn't have a lot of units. Meanwhile, Galactic is printing new Scoundrel out. No problem at all. The drummers are on their way too, which makes them more durable. And also hit harder. That's pretty important. Well, the extra wood will go directly to Galactic's bank. Laventus now trying to go to tier 2. He doesn't have a lot of bases, so he really needs the fortified outposts and the like. And now with the drummers around, he can sort of make this work, I think. Only 4 Guardians, and they're getting taken down relatively quickly. No doubt several Scoundrel will die. But it's totally worth it to take down an entire Shrine of Grove with a Grove and a Woodcutter. That's so much wood right there. Shrine of Grove level 2, we're talking above 50 wood now if this is all destroyed. It's definitely 100% worth it. Tier 2 units will be necessary from Galactic to hold this, several protectors, and then we're talking, but can you get there? It's very, very tough. Only 3 bases left, but no iron mines in sight. Oh, 0 iron mines. Man, that is tough. He's got the wood. But it has to happen soon. Only guardians won't cut it. Yeah, it doesn't look like Elf is in. Oh man. That was a good one, but even that is not going to be enough. If this Archdude was level 5 again, instead of harassing a useless singular woodcutter the whole game, then we'd be talking. Because then all these deleted goblins would have happened again. There would have been more deleted goblins actually. So this base wouldn't have fallen. Then Laventus loses 1 base total, not 2, not more. And Galactic will be forced into tier 2 stuff, but he's still in tier 1 actually. He's not even looking to go tier 2. So yeah, Elf is getting kind of dunked on right now. And I don't think there will be iron mines here. Several Scoundrel will pay the price, but it's okay if you're destroying 50 wood worth of buildings. Sure, Galactic is happy to replace his entire army if he must. Oh, will he get it this time though? Ooh, this is actually close, but he just about does. If only Laventus was level 5, it would be a completely different game. Vombo combo does not allow for this. Ellen is crying. That was a really good obliterate though. Very shiny and fancy, but sadly the big strategic picture is ignoring that that's happened. Galactic has all of this. What do you even do? I think this game has snowballed out of control and Galactic can do whatever he wants. I think Laventus realizes this. I will pray for your lost soul. He switched to Orc. Galactic. Oh man. Laventus is not happy about it, obviously. But he still has a chance in the bronze round. He can gain some more points today. But Galactic is just seemingly unstoppable. With orcs or otherwise. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind the scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.